Well, yeah, it looks like you might be running out of energy at last. Oh, you know what we got today, don't we? We've got harvest. Well, in a little while. But first, we got to look after the cows. Oh, welcome back to Blickling. And at last we've hit harvest. It's now year 2 in August. You might just notice in the display, my good friend Cavalier Roy let me have this little display, which automatically keeps up to date for use with seasons. As far as I know, it's not available anywhere, but he's kind enough to drop me down a copy. And I'm trying it out on this one. It's going to be mine. Could be used mainly with his own maps. As you know, he is the genius. That's Cavalier Roy, the genius behind the Newbie Farms. A very long-running series of maps, and each one good. Well, I don't know about 11 so much. It's very much before he got the modern newbie look, and you can always tell a newbie farm. He changes them each year. For each version of farming sim, but there's always this base element there. You can expect the house up on the hill overlooking the farm, and they're always made to be very difficult. Anyway, that's enough of that. We better get on as we're using OldBor's farm. Another good friend is OldBor. He makes Blickling. He has done for I think 13, 15 and now 17. Hopefully he's going to make one for 19. I don't know yet. I haven't heard from him, but if he does, I shall be playing it. As you know, I don't play a lot of the big boys stuff. It's not because I don't like them, it's because everybody else does them. And I think we should look at some of the lesser well known, not lesser map makers, but some of the lesser well known ones. And it just so happens that most of them have become friends over the years I've been doing this now. You realise I've been making videos now for over 3 years. Oh dear, doesn't time fly? I will have to do a retrospective of all my work one day. I've still got a copy, the final copy of every video I made, just in case YouTube should ever decide they don't want to keep the older stuff. Oh, I'm gonna turn it around again, coming close. So we're at 5:25 in August on year 2. It's year 2 since I started recording this for you good folks. There's a lot longer than that, of course, for me on this farm, but you know, oh, I don't want to do that. I want to turn that off. Right, we'll leave that here. Should be right here. Here, and I'm losing my voice. It's a good start. Now, what else we need? Stuff enough for everything in here. Let's have a look. Yeah, it won't show us clean at the moment, but we need water. Well, water's easy enough. I'm just going to turn the tap on for that. Hay, silage, and par food. Right. Well, yeah, we can get a couple of free lots of hay. I think I'm actually going to use the telehandler. We'll see if we can get multiple bales of hay over in one go. Mainly because I've been promising you good folks harvest for some time now, not coming through with the goods. I'm beginning to feel bad about that. Well, badish. Yeah, what to do the hay? Now we use the JCBs for the thing. I'll do the loose stuff first. I think I'm going to do the water and the loose stuff first. Then we'll worry about, oh, what are we hitting? We're running over stuff now. Let's get back so we can see what the hell it is we're hitting. Oh, there's a weight there. Oh, right, well, stop him there, he's alright. I really must tidy this yard up again. And that was a rather a long pause, was it saved? Which one do we want? We'll take this one. I seem to prefer the little one. The little JCB for some reason. I always seem to go to that. Yeah, B one will do. I'm not certain where we've got all the things. We want one for silage. I think the one next to us is the one we use for silage. One we use for silage because we one for total ration. That, to come out of character for one moment, is because there is a buggette that doesn't always empty properly. Oh, get away of that. We'll jump in. Yeah, this one's empty, so we should be alright with this. Just take this sheet off and go and fill up with silage. We've got everything's ready to go again. There's more grass ready to harvest or to cut. We've got, I think, 3 fields already now to harvest. So I won't get the... And we also need to do the greenhouses. We may just have to hold on now and restart them a bit later. Because I don't think I'm going to get those done with. I'm a bit far past. I think we're there now. Yeah. How much we got in there? I think next lot we take will have to all be grass for silage. I think next mowing we do. Whatever we don't use here. Oops. I'll go forward. The other forward. Keep thinking about knocking these walls down here, these earth walls, but it's a lot of work. And I'm feeling lazy in my old age. So I could have put the silage in alongside the water, in that one, but a bit late now. Just back onto it, be easier. Nice and steady, slow and steady wins a race. So they tell me. Just hope on 19 is somewhere time exactly where you are better. I get very lost on this. That's going to take all of that. Mind you, we have got 107 cows now. And we could do us another load. I think by the looks of this, we may well be doing harvest next time. We might just get around to getting it ready. But we got most of the morning to do. We've got no rain today or tomorrow. Then there's rain due for solid for the start of autumn. Then it dries out again. So we got better than last year. We have got a few more days than we had last year. Remember, it was very... Oh, come on, slow down. We're taking our full load. What we don't use here, we're tip into the mix feeder. That can always take some. He says hopefully. Alright, what's been going on in the world? Well, in the real world, now I'm recording this on the 2nd of July, and it's been hot now for almost a month in the east. No rain, and the last lot of rain we had 2.1 mil, and that was about a month ago, and we had several days prior to that when we didn't have any rain. The ground is absolutely parched here. I dread to be a farmer, an arable farmer especially this year. And what they're praying for now is we don't actually get rain now. The grain is just about ready to harvest. It won't be that much longer, especially the winter. And the last thing I want now is some rain and get some secondary growth, what we know termed as pre-germination in the molten trade. We don't want that. Basically it makes molten barley absolutely worthless except for feed, and it's not. And remember, your amount you get off molten barley is a lot less you get from feed barley, your yield. No. I think we'll call that it. I don't think we better do any more. I'm not going to bother. I will want to put it up because I might want to get the combine out if we've got time. Put the sheet back on. One thing with the gearbox mod, it's easy to, don't have to use cruise to get down to a slower speed, especially if you've got a semi-manual box. It's an auto, but it's an auto range box that automatically changes between the different gears in each range, but doesn't change the ranges automatically, which is actually quite nice, especially for doing things like this back and in here. What I will do off screen, I probably will look after the greenhouses. I'll try and do that in between other work today. And there goes another plane over. Alright, we're going to grab some TMR next. Where is it? This end. Forget why I drop half the stuff. And just drop it into the slowest range. We never use this range for anything on the farm. Even plowing we're using B range. But it's handy for reversing. As we got some TMR on there, as I suspected. What I'm going to do is I want to get that in here. Once that's tip and go and fill the water up. Yes, do you like the way I'm thinking there? I'm trying to save myself some work. Oh, of course, also in the real world, we're in the middle of the World Cup. When those just hit this knockout stage, England hasn't as yet gone on to the stage for the knockout. That still comes. I don't think we're going to win. In fact, I'll be very surprised we do. Cool, we do want some water in there. There's no one of those planes going over. A lot of activity at the moment. Could actually just leave it because it's going to switch off when we're finished. Right, let's get the hell out and put a full load in. Oh, should we try backing in here for once? We normally driving back out, but I'm feeling a bit frisky today. Or should that be stupid? Knowing my driving ability? There we go. We're getting there. Can't remember if I've got this set on auto discharge or not. At least we've got the yes, we've got it set on auto discharge. That answers that. Wait till it builds up. Well, we put the rest of it. I'm not going to go back in that bit. I'll put the rest of it in the other. In the other feed trough. I'm not going to bother fill them right up today. I can do that off screen. I think what we will do now we've got everything except for hay done. We just put a couple of bales of hay in, then we should have time to get the combine down. I'm going to do field 10 first, the canola, the rape. Our herd is getting better and betterer, bigger and bigger. What we will do is I'll keep this lot connected up. I'll probably use the 8000 for carting away. So we've got a cart back here anyway, so it don't really matter what one I use. Let's have a look, see what we look like. Oh yeah, it looks better. It's green. Green, green, green. Just got to get some hay in there. Get everything turned to green and we're good to go. Right, what we will do then is actually back this back under to load this up again, but I won't tip that in today, or not on screen anyway. And we'll drive in. I'll look back and I'll do the rest of that off screen. I've got enough tractors to cope anyway. Come on, come on. That's it then. How much we go? Yeah. Well, not too bad off for stuff in there. Alright, now then. Let's get a couple of bales out ready. What a mess it is around here. I've already cut this lot. Two, yeah, two should do. I'm going to cheat very slightly. Surprise, surprise. Oh, perhaps I shouldn't have cheated. Cheats never prosper, they say. And therein lies the truth of it. Oh, don't you just love the physics on these bales? All I wanted to do was heap them up on top of each other. Is that too much to ask? That's it. That'll do. I don't think the way I'm going at the moment I should attempt to leap a barbed wire fence somehow. It could just do me an all nasty. Alright, now what we've got set up in there, if the telehandler's set up, I'll use that. I really want to pull the header trailer in with the vent. Oh yeah, that's set up. Right, that's a do. And forward we go. The good old JCB load all. This, as you can tell, is a JCB farm. If they did a combine, I'd have one. I'm not certain if this loader was by the same guy who made it for 15, but it certainly works as well. Let's check it's okay. We should be able to get in. Whoops. Oh. Whoa, 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 whoa. I was holding it all the time, which was a mistake, of course. I don't know, just... Alright, that'll do. Lift it up. Put those in there. Pull the arm back. The other week, I think I was having problems with one of the telehandlers. I couldn't figure out how to move the boom in there, what buttons I had it set to on the joystick, and I finally remembered. I'll give you all one word of advice: never get old. Your mind goes. At least mine does. That's it. We're out. You could never be too. You can never be well aware exactly where you are in the world in Farm Sim. It's very deceiving. And the rest of the stuff, what they will want in there, like be some more hay, some more par food, some more silage. I say, I will do that off screen, and I think bale of straw won't come amiss either. That's it. Get that all green. That's all I'm worried about. Let's put this up. Check it is fully home, yeah. I'm just gonna drive this in, I think, again. It's gonna be simpler. And at the moment I want a simple life. We will need a bale trailer at some point. I'm gonna be baling everything. Let's drop it on the floor. Whoops. That will do. Don't know if we can hook. No, we can't. We're not nowhere near close enough. Gonna get the header up onto the into the field, and we will destroy some crop while we're doing that, because there's just no way we can get the header in without turning slightly in the grind. Let's see if we're close enough. Just about. There, we got too close. We're right under it. There we got it this time. And lift it up. Right. Handbrake off, of course. Just go and hook up to the header. Now we'll get everything out there ready, and next time we will start the harvest. Because there won't be any straw on this one, it's ripe, but the next one there will be, I believe. Which way is that? It's the right way. Yeah, it looks like it's just about ready in front of us. Slowly does it back onto this. Get this out up to the field and get the combine up there, and that will be an episode. Combines are going to be rolling. Yeah, looks alright. It'll come out fairly slow actually, because I don't want to knock the header off. Right. The big problem is because we built this barn way too long for what we want. So, oh, we're clear. No, fine, it don't fall off now, we're fine. Right, it's up one range. We can't go too quick here anyway, because everything's so lumpy. Anybody remember the really strong locking scripts on 15 for headers? Almost impossible to break. Doesn't seem to be quite the same here. It seems to be holding alright. Get which trailer I've got here. I think it must be a proper class one. I think. I'll have to free it or switched on, but it looks like I really must go and turn that off. Still on, yes, this way, yeah. Let's see how badly we can do this. Now, if we're really fortunate, which we are, we can get in without. Oh yes, this is the one without the dollies on. I really must remember to put this set of header trailers on every map. Just great on. Let's just have a look, see how. Could go back a bit more, I think. Alright, walk back to the farm, pick up the combine and turn that JCB off. Let's hope the combine will start. It's one of those things you know damn well you should be testing about a month before harvest and just checking it all out. You never get round to it. Well, especially I don't on a. As I'm just the only well, I am the only person working on the farm. I never bother. As soon as I put some silage in there. No, it must be because that's there. I thought I'd left it switched on. It was shown on glance. Unless I've got that set up to an extra level than I normally have glance. Right, let's see if this thing will start. And we should better get the first cut done before you leave me. Well, I'm just gonna say 14. I'll get plenty of time. That's it. Tag up there on that bounce. I've got some folding headers. I might try one of those on here, especially for the class. Somewhere in my mods folders. I remember downloading them. Maybe as far as I ever got, and I just deleted them again. Oh, because I told you the engine is on, you fool, if you're not in attendance. Just looking up at glance again. Now remember, you are on more realistic. Slow down, slow you down. Just gonna drop down to the slowest set of gears. And try and turn us in and pick that up. I think we might just do it. It's going to be touch and go. Because I could have went back a bit further. Oh, hey, we got it. Right, I'm going to back this off so it's not actually sitting on anywhere near that. So can I get through? Oh, yes. Oh, yes, 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 yes. We might as well leave this here. I will take this back when we, as soon as I can get this out, but at the moment it's not really possible to get that out. Oh yeah, it's one of the proper class ones, but looks like it. I've got so many header trails, I keep trying to find one which will suit me. Just check this. Don't think there's anything on the head that has to be unfolded, but we will just check. No, not on this one. Oh, I haven't put the PTOs on, you idiot. Now let's try. Oh. Try there. Don't worry about that attach symbol, it does that. Right, well, now we're started out. So I'm going to say thank you very much for watching. If you like what you saw, please consider leaving a like. I will carry on with this halves in the next episode. Moment of cutting this field. And I've got to walk back yet to get the 8,000 up. Well, what I may just do is fill this up, walk back, feed up the animals, Bob Junk, or I might just leave this and go and do the animals anyway off screen. Mumble, 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 mumble. Anyway, thank you very much for watching. If you like what you saw, please consider leaving a like. And I'll just back off there a bit. Now remember, we are on a British farm with very, very little runoff. It's the way we have our fields. So the first couple of laps is always a great deal of fun. Yes, anyway. If you like what you see, how about subscribing? I do this sort of thing 4 or 5 days a week, depends how the mood takes me. I tend to specialise in long running series on a map. I don't change often, so if you like to see new maps every week, I am not the kiddie for you. But if you like to see how a map progresses, then you might just enjoy it. And then again, you might not. Any comments, questions, queries or suggestions, feel free to post them in the comment section, and anything else that you want to post about. I read everyone. I reply to the majority. I don't say I reply to everyone, but I usually do give an indication that I've seen it. And with that, I think it's time for me to say cheerio for now. Cheerio.